104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Roulette and Ryan Show with producer Eric, Special K, and Sam.
Say it for Sabrina. Your first chance of the day. Well, it's not your first chance. We're going to give you the phrase. Your first chance of the day will be at 9 o'clock.
Yep,
this
1
morning.
hour.
Yeah, so we do it at 9, 12, 3, and 5. But every morning, you got to be listening right now, 8 o'clock, and we give you the phrase.
And what is that phrase?
And that phrase is, if you love me, let me know. If you love me, let me know.
If you love me, let me know.
That is the phrase. Now, the grand prize includes 4 sweet tickets to Sabrina Carpenter, plus a ride to and from the show provided by Tier Chauffeur Services, brought to you by Shell Federal Credit Union. Your first chance of the day will be at 9 o'clock. Remember that phrase. Once again, if you love me, let me know.
It's Try It Tuesday on the Roulas Ryan Show. It could be super weird, it could be super gross.
We'll take it to the face.
Grab a garbage just in case. Just try it. Just try it.
KRBE.
Nice.
All
Finally,
right.
we're having something that's not going to make us all sick.
Or will it?
Oh.
No, it might not make us sick, but we might not enjoy it. I don't
Might
know.
not enjoy it
gonna
as much
enjoy
as
it.
Special K
Because this
does.
looks like applesauce.
It does.
Growing up in
What the hell is
Delaware,
this crap?
the first date,
Uh-huh.
at the beach, we would have, every summer, we'd have Italian water ice. And
You need to say it like that, guys.
Water
Italian-
ice?
Italian-
You can just say Italian water ice.
Italian water ice.
Oh, is it all
Italian
ice water?
It
What?
right. I don't know why we called it that, but that's just
It's
what
fancy.
it is. It has a very, very specific consistency when you get the right one. For example, at Rita's. Rita's is a very popular chain. I believe they have it here now.
Okay.
So we found some. Booster and I found some at HEB. So we thought, well, does this pack well? Does this travel well? I have a couple different flavors here for us to try from the grocery store.
What's it called? Is there a name for like this
Yeah,
brand? Like
it's
if
called, like-
somebody goes to HEB?
DB's or something like
Is
that.
it like in the
No,
ice
it's-
cream
Yeah,
aisle?
what's the brand?
Yeah, well, now I threw away the cap, so I don't know.
Yeah, Eric brings up a good point.
If I
Is
put
that-
HEB
Is it
to
this
try
trash can, Kev, or in the actual kitchen that you threw away?
I
Like, can
threw
look
it
at-
way down the
Oh,
kitchen.
okay.
but
I'm not
is
sure.
this in the ice cream section?
Yes.
I tried.
It's in
Okay.
the frozen snacks section. Now,
Okay.
we have 3 different flavors today, and I'll pass it around. I'll just put, we don't have any ramekins because Sam stole them all.
Oh, yeah. All over the city.
You are such a
Yeah.
brat today.
If your
You are
restaurant's-
2 for 2
If your
today.
restaurant's missing ramekins,
They're at Sam's house.
Sam must have visited.
Eric,
They're just so
Eric,
cute.
do you want raspberry, mango, or grape?
Ooh, grape.
All right.
I want grape also.
Had grape
Okay.
a long time.
So
totally
I'll
want
just,
mango.
I'll just put it in this little cap thing, and you can just. You
I'm
can either-
like, what is this serving
I
situation
don't know.
right
I don't
now?
know.
This looks like-
Ryan wants grape as well,
Yeah.
so
So you
you
have
can
to
just dump
press
it
it.
into your mouth from this little cuppy thing because
That is
it's
so funny.
kind of liquefied and loose. It's slushy. It's kind
right,
of slushy.
let me take a look at this thing.
Sam, what flavor did you say?
I'd like mango, please.
All righty.
Now,
so-
looking at this,
That's my
Kevin,
favorite.
does this look anything like what
no,
you...
it doesn't. It doesn't. It looks like a slushy.
This looks like applesauce.
It looks like applesauce slushy. Yep.
Okay.
You can give me the one that everybody didn't try.
Okay. There you go, Sam.
Who's eating mango?
I'm doing mango.
Sam is, and then
That's my
the one that
favorite.
no one else is trying so far is the raspberry one.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Oh God, this
Oh,
does not.
got
This
it.
does not
I don't
look
need
right.
a spoon.
It
I'll just
does
dunk it
really
in my
look like
mouth.
applesauce. And normally, like if you would go to Rita's or even like up north,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of a vibrant color. So mango would be, like the orangey
orange
color.
beautiful orange,
Looks
and they
like
would,
a petri
The
dish.
grape
they would
would
y-
really be like purple.
and they use an ice cream scoop to get it out.
Yes, because it's really like a thick consistency. But I think because we have had it outside, or
Yeah.
not outside, but you know what I mean? It's not in the freezer anymore.
It's
kind
mushy.
of mushed.
Grape?
All right.
Smells like grape. That's
All right.
good.
Let's
see.
give it a try.
Um,
No, Kev.
No.
No, Kev.
No.
This is
No.
not it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is bad.
This is
yeah,
good.
the raspberry's not my favorite. It doesn't even taste like raspberry. It tastes like
Maybe if you
This
put it
is-
over like the raspberry, maybe over like a pie or something. Like
Put
an
it over
apple-
vodka.
Yeah,
No.
this is
yeah.
real.
I would do it with vodka.
It's very slushy-ish.
Yeah,
like
I-
bad.
The
But it's
artificial
slushy.
flavors in
Oh.
this.
Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah, this isn't
How much
good.
did it cost?
Oh, that's a great question. I have no idea
Yeah,
how
you
much
bought
it
it,
costs.
and
I
it's like
never
3 or
never
4
look at.
bucks.
I just saw like, hey, this would be great for Try It Tuesday one day. And so let us tell you, Houston, that is not what it's supposed
That's
to
a
be.
no.
So
That's
do
a
not
hard
buy
no.
it.
That is a definite fail.
That's no.
so what's
No.
wrong? The consistency or
It's
the flavor?
consistency and the
is
flavor.
gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
the flavor doesn't taste natural at all.
It just tastes like chemicals.
Is it anything like a cool cup?
It is kind of not really. Actually, no. I'm not even gonna lie on cool
Because
cups
people
like
are
that.
texting out.
It's
They
like,
call it a cool
so
cup.
a cool cup is when you take like really sweet Kool-Aid, put it in a plastic cup and freeze it, and you kind of shave it down, but it's not this consistency. This is like not a Slurpee, but a slushy. You know, the more icy slushy.
Shaved ice.
Can you bring us a cool cup, or can someone listening to makes good ones?
No,
Can you
I
make them?
can make a good cool cup. I'll make some cool cups. It's
find
sugary though.
Did
but-
y'all ever do this as kids? Like,
Put alcohol in it?
like,
Ooh, I might.
my parents would, or my mom would take like, whatever, orange juice or whatever, and just like put it in the ice cube tray with toothpicks and cellophane. And then, once it freezes, you take the cellophane off and you got like a little popsicle and a toothpick.
That's real
my-
old school.
Yeah,
That's really poor.
My grandmother
Yeah,
would.
that was us.
My grandmother would put.
That was us.
My grandma would do that.
My grandmother would put orange juice in the ice cube trays, and then we would have to hold on to the popsicle stick.
Yeah.
Do not lose the popsicle stick. It's going back in when we're done.
You should make those and then make mimosas. Just dump it in the champagne.
Yeah, that
that's
would be fun
genius.
and festive.
Oh
you
my
know, like-
god!
Yeah,
That'd
but
be
does that
super cute.
freeze? Alcohol doesn't freeze.
No,
No,
he's saying
put it
you
in.
put it in
drop
the
it.
champagne.
It's like an
then
ice
it can be
cube.
cold and
Oh, yeah.
I need to make a little
Good.
TikTok
Eventually
about
it'll
that. That would go
defrost.
viral.
Brilliant! You should sell those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
How
It's
are
just
you gonna
frozen orange
sell
juice.
that,
I mean,
though?
anyone can do that.
Don't
Put a
sell that.
frozen orange juice cube
But think about it,
in
people sell all
champagne.
kinds of stuff because they're lazy.
True.
Yeah, but I thought we had somebody on here that was talking about frozen food that they were trying to like market, and they were saying how difficult it is to actually get frozen food.
It was your fiance's friend. They had that thing where you pushed a
Right.
Jello shot.
Oh, yeah.
What were
Wasn't
those
that
things
Was that in
called?
the freezer section?
What were they called? I can't
No,
remember.
those were like at Specs or something. Remember, you pushed that thing on the bottom and it pushed the Jello shot up.
Yeah, they were really good. I
was
can't
that
remember what they were called.
God, I had them
was
all
that
in my
thing called?
refrigerator. Remember those?
me
There was
text her.
little
It was a
teeny
cool little-
martini cups.
Yes.
And you twisted the bottom and
Pushed
it
it.
popped
I think
right
Sam
out of
was
it.
out that
I was
day.
on a maternity leave.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
think, but you brought them when you came and visited me. I think.
Yes,
and then
I did.
I tried it. Yeah,
I held
mean,
on
it
to them
was
for a
good.
long
It
time.
was a cool
Because-
device. It was cool.
Yeah,
But I don't remember
they
with
were made
ice.
with something gelatinous that didn't leak or fall apart.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was pretty good.
just text
Boozy
her.
Pops, bombs.
Boozy bites. Was
Boozy
that
bites.
Was
Was it
that
bombs?
No, Boozy
no.
bombs.
We also
I
have
can't
the other one
remember.
that has the ones
There's-
that look like little balls that
I'm confusing them with my
Right.
drink bomb.
Yeah.
drink. Yeah.
Drink bomb. My
Drink
drink
bombs.
bomb
Those are good.
was one that we were
Those are good.
because that was really fun and
I
festive.
think they did our drunk show.
Yes,
did our drunk show.
Yeah.
Anybody out there that has a liquor they want to sponsor our drunk show?
Ooh, Casamigos, come through.
Yeah, reach out.
Thank you, Ahmad.
George Clooney's listening right now.
Yeah.
But maybe the people that sell it to the
Yeah.
stores.
Distributor.
Or
Distributor.
Jameson. We could bring the Jameson girls.
Okay, Jameson. Come to find out, is
What
not.
about one a Jameson girl here?
They're fun. They're
Jameson's
fun to
not
talk to.
top of the
Festive?
line Irish whiskey.
Oh, we ain't gonna get that one now.
Maybe
That's true. Kev did go to Ireland to try.
but they have a Jameson 12, and that one's good. Bring that one.
I've had that one. Yeah.
yeah, that's like nectar.
So what should we try for Try It Tuesday for next week? Any
What-
suggestions?
next week,
or do you
what's
have?
the-
I'm going to throw this away.
What's the place called? I just told you yesterday.
Donaraki.
Donaraki. They make spicy candy.
Oh, okay, cool. So they're going to
Just
come
for
up for Try It
Halloween, I
Tuesday?
told them to come up here next
It's a
week.
great idea.
And then a listener just got back from Japan
Uh-huh.
and bought me some Japanese whiskey for us to try and a bunch of cool stuff from Japan.
Oh,
They had the coolest stuff there. You know how we always
Yeah.
order stuff from
Yeah.
Japan here?
Yep.
So I thought
Dream vacation.
What's that
we
Japanese
could open
whiskey
it up to people
called?
too. If you have cool stuff you want us to try,
Yes.
Turn us on to something.
except homemade stuff, I really don't want to try your
No.
homemade stuff.
I don't need your
Unless it's
popcorn
really,
ball.
really good. We
Yeah.
had a listener that came up with.
You might get sick or something.
What food was it? Remember, he was like not a food truck yet, but he was doing.
Oh, Bayou City Smokers.
Thank you.
With the apple pie ribs.
Yes,
But
Yeah.
he's actually like,
legit.
I think
Yeah.
he
I'm
cleans
just saying,
his
like-
kitchen nice and, yeah.
I'm saying Steve from Spring comes up here and gives
Yeah.
us something, and then we're all sick.
Or, my boy
He
Swan.
was on, then we find out he was on Roses 2 years
Could you
ago.
imagine?
He's going to get his revenge.
Oh,
Got you
yes.
back. Kills us all. Hell no.
Okay, so I'm
All right.
excited for next Try It Tuesday. Sorry,
Coming-
Kevy, I'm going to say that was a fail.
I would
that was
say
a
as
fail.
well.
But we learned.
Universal.
We did.
Yeah.
Go to Rita's. There's one in the Heights if you don't want to travel down to Galveston. Just type in Rita's in your
And this
GPS
Rita's
and you'll find
open
it.
year round, or is it? Do they just?
I think here in Houston it's open year
Someone's
round.
on
Up
61st
north
Street.
it's not.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But that doesn't matter because we're here in Houston.
Yep.
So-
Yeah, I don't give a.
Okay, go to the one in the Heights. It's all right. I get it.
All right, coming up next, Roulas Relationship Roulette.
This one, we need you to call in. What has someone said to you on the first date that gave you the ick? This is creepy. You're just like, ugh.
Yeah, what are you
What did they say
thinking?
on that first date Pretty much killed it for you.
Totally turned you off. All right, we want to hear from you. 833-390-KRBE. That's 833-390-5723. We'll hear from you next on The Roland Ryan Show.
Spin the wheel, find out what's the deal. It's Roulas Relationship Roulette on KRB.
Yes, you can call us at 833-390-KRBE.
Let's bring it.
All right,
Yes.
the question is, what's something that somebody said or did on a first date that just gave you the ick?
I don't shower after the gym. I just go right to bed and wallow in the
Yes.
sheets with my stank.
Ick. You're cut.
Sorry,
Eric.
Nikki.
You're cut, Eric.
Whatever.
We're gonna go to Donna. Hi, Donna. It's a Real and Rain show.
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, yeah, we're great. So tell us your story about a first date where somebody just, ugh.
So this was a long time ago, but I go out with this guy, first date, we're at dinner, just finished the main course, getting ready to have dessert, and he starts talking to me, just general questions, but then he says, he noticed that, because I have a lot of Indian in me, so I have very little hair on my arms and stuff, and he goes, oh, do you wax your arms? And I said, no. I said, I just have Indian, and I just don't have a lot of, hair. And he goes, well, so do you do any kind of waxing? And I was like, well, girl stuff, mustache and, eyebrows and all. He goes, so he goes, oh, well, that's really good. He goes, because I thought maybe, if we go out again, you could do me a favor and you could wax my back for me.
Oh,
my God.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Did he look
and
hairy?
right at that time, dessert showed up, and all of a sudden I feel like I have hair in my mouth or something.
Gosh.
It
Did he-
was the grossest question ever.
Did you start looking at it, trying to see if you could see hairs poking out, like in the back of his shirt?
I did not even want to. You have to have your back waxed. There's a problem.
And you know what?
I
Unfortunately,
get the ick.
I have a relative. I'll say.
I thought you were going to say, why you going like this with quotes?
relative.
The relative.
No, look at my back. It's fresh. But no, if you
Freshly
wax,
waxed.
if you luckily at this point I don't need it yet, but I have lasered a lot. So they got pimples, ingrown hairs all over their back after they ripped out those hairs.
that
So
doesn't sound good.
it went from bad to worse. It's like, would you rather have a hairy back or a pimply back with every single hair follicle?
I just feel bad for guys that are bald and then they take their shirt
And
off.
then they're
it's-
super hairy and they have a shirt on.
like a
You know, the
sweater.
reason
Yeah.
is that's high testosterone.
Oh, it is.
So guys with high testosterone are prone to be bald with hairy bodies.
That's
so weird.
cruel
Yeah.
thing.
So weird.
Yeah.
Can I ask Donna real quick if she went on a date with him again? I know we're not doing romance
yeah,
or no
but
chance,
just-
but I'm just curious. Donna, did you see
Oh,
him
hell
again?
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
The thought of that.
And I never realized
I wasn't sure if that was the total, like,
So,
nah.
Indian women are not hairy. I never noticed.
I didn't know
Fun
that.
fact. Thank you, Donna.
Yeah, a lot of yeah.
We learned something.
As in Native
there you go.
Native American.
Native,
Or-
yeah,
Okay.
Native American, yeah, Native
Okay,
American,
got you.
yes.
Okay.
You learn something new every day.
Who knew? Let's
Hey,
go to
Donna.
good line one, Julio.
Julio.
Julio, welcome to the Roland Ryan Show. Tell us about that first date. You were just like, no.
Oh, I think he fell down.
Hey, Julio.
Are you all right, buddy?
Hello?
Yeah, there you are.
Wait, are you in the bathroom?
Good morning. So who all am I speaking to?
The whole show.
Let's see.
Well,
It's Rula,
the show that you
Ryan,
called.
Laura, Sam, Eric. Who's all there?
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Special K. Irvin's
Right.
here. He's filming this later
Yeah.
if you
Does
want to
this have
hear
some
your
bearing
phone
on
call.
your story or what?
That's wonderful.
Crack
So
me
I
up.
don't want to be rude, guys. I seriously on my way to work. I greatly appreciate you guys reaching out to me, but I'm running kind of late. I just wanted to say good morning. Have an excellent day. You guys be kind.
What is
Love
he
you
talking?
guys.
So you don't have a story.
Calm down. What's he talking about?
How'd that get through?
Ahmad's like, what the? Come here, Ahmad.
Ahmad's really confused.
So the question was, one more time, maybe he forgot. The question was,
I put him down. I think he was
did
busy.
someone say something on a first date that gave
what
you
was that?
the ick?
He just played the hell out of me. He told me like a girl, he went on a date with a girl. He was wearing a pink shirt. She was like, why are you wearing pink? And like,
And you turned him off.
like it turned him off. But I guess
He forgot about that story.
ran out of time. I don't know what just happened.
We
But he had to we called him why would
Yeah,
we
he was like,
call?
"Who am I talking to?" I have no idea.
Is
what
it Round
just
Top Bob?
happened.
Maybe we got.
Round Top Bob is back.
That was him back screwing with our show again. I cannot believe that just happened.
Well,
I'm
who should we go
sorry.
to
That's okay.
next
We'll go
then?
to
You
Mariah.
should go to Mariah.
Mariah.
Her
Yeah.
story's
Alright.
crazy.
All right, Mariah.
She called us. We didn't call her, right?
Yeah, thank you for reaching out to me.
That's
Did we?
okay.
Did we
Hey.
reach out to him?
He was
Hey,
confused.
Mariah. So share with us your story, please.
Hey, yeah, I called you guys for sure.
All right, thank you.
So
I didn't know that's a new thing we're doing.
I was on a first date with a guy. It was actually going really well, and I was talking about how passionate I am about adoption, adopting animals, rather than breeding. And he was like, "Oh no, that I strongly disagree with that." And I was like, "Oh, okay, why?" He's like, "Well, I just think there's a really good market for dogs, and that would." And I was talking about how in California they had adopted a law where it was illegal to breed. You had to go to an adoption center to get a dog, from my understanding. And he's like, well, that would never work, especially in other countries where they, they use dogs as a source of food. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, what? Are you saying you disagree with that because people would like to eat dogs? He was just talking about how it was a market for dogs and how that the economy could never survive if they made it illegal to breed. It was the weirdest, most insane, icky conversation I've ever had in my
On a
life.
first date, that's what the guy.
Yeah, that's
is-
weird. That's his A game.
Very intense.
Yes.
He needs to record that and then go in football teams after the game they watch film. He needs to watch
Go
film
back.
of what
The
he
playback.
said because why would he bring up that it's okay to eat dogs?
I'm going to say you never saw him again because that was weird.
There's no way. You saw him.
Correct.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I was so bummed because before that it was 4 hours long and everything was going great. And then
wow.
I guess maybe because we had a couple margaritas in us at that point and his filter was gone, but
Okay,
I
but
was so mad.
still.
I was like, why'd you go and screw this up, dude? Why are you weird?
Did you find him attractive leading up to that?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 hours.
I did.
Yeah, 4 hours. You're having a great time.
At that
Great.
point, you're probably thinking, all right, we're going to plan date 2. I might get a little kissy.
Yes.
But if
he
he's
was saying
pro-dog
everything right
eating-
up until that point. It almost seemed like self-sabotage or something. I don't know. It was
Oh.
weird.
Yeah, that'd give me the ick, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
thanks.
Sorry, Mariah.
Strange.
Why would you do that? That was almost as strange as Julio.
That was interesting.
Strange.
Take Melody real quick. You got time for Melody.
Okay. Hi, Melody. You're on the Real and Ryan show.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey, we're great, Melody.
A little silly today.
So,
Hey.
share with us that story about your first date.
Okay, so I met my ex-husband really young at 15, and so we married pretty young in college, so I didn't do the adult dating thing. So, I just did teen dating. So I've been divorced about a couple of years now, and I'm in my 40s, and so to be adult dating for the first time is very shocking, and then to do online dating is a whole thing in itself. And so I met a gentleman, back a little backstory, family history of criminal justice. So I background check pretty much everybody I date.
That's smart.
And,
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. It's just you cannot be too safe. I have children of different ages, and so anyway, I had a gentleman come, and after long talking to him and connection with him, I did the checkout with him, and I had him come over, and I made him dinner, and my oldest son was actually home at the time, and he's in his 20s, so felt comfortable having him over. We watched a movie and hung out, cuddled on my couch, and we're just clicking. There was some chemistry. I really dug him. We talked. We had things in common. It was really, really fun. And I had a dryer the heating element had gone out. So he was kind enough to replace it for me while he was there. He's like, oh, it won't take me long.
So he's a handyman.
That's sexy.
Yeah,
Wow,
it
okay.
was, as a single mom, I had watched a YouTube video. I'm learning to do stuff on my own again, and it's lovely, but it's hard. And I had to have this gentleman just be like, hey, you got the part already? I can do that. It'll take me 5 minutes. So literally, it didn't. It took no time at all. But in the process, his plumber's crack peeked out. And that was it for me. That was it. And
Wait.
I felt awful.
Wait, just
awful.
because
I felt
you
like
saw
the most
his-
awful person.
You saw his
Awful.
butt crack, and that turned you off.
Yep, that was it.
Did he have
It
like
was
that
the
hair
plumber's
patch
crack.
above it? Is that what
It was a little
No,
muffy.
it was like he was the repairman that I had hired, and he came over, That was it.
It ruined
I
it.
do not understand why we are like this.
He
as
was
human
helping
beings.
you.
Oh,
I know.
my
I
Gave her the
know.
ick. Yeah, if he gives you the
I
ick, what do you
know.
do? I mean,
And you know what? As a person who that is a love language of mine, acts of service, I was like, okay, God, I get that this is not my person, but that hurt for me to be awful like that, you know? And of course, that's not how I presented it when I kind of broke it off with him, you know? But he was much more of a friend to me after that. So anyway,
He got
I
friend
felt
zoned
awful
after a plumber's crack exposure.
It was awful.
Wow. I did not see that coming.
And I mean, if they had progressed, you would have seen it anyhow.
yeah, but still,
well,
maybe that.
yeah, but I guess, but to know that was the ick, that was the
But she
biggest
said
trauma.
it
It
was
wasn't
kinda made her-
anything he talked about.
It
It
made
was
her
just
think of
seeing,
a worker. Like he wasn't like a lover. He was just a handyman.
wow.
What if she would have like just went over there and just
strange.
boop, just poke at
Ew,
it?
Eric.
Pull a little hair.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Have you
Speaking of
guys had
waxing.
any icks from dating when you were single back in the day?
I'm trying to think.
God, yes.
What can you think of
I
one
could
off
write
the
a
top of your
book.
I
head
could write a book.
of all the icks that have happened?
I had a first date blind date, and this is, I think I was 22, and it was at Numbers. Okay, and there was a band playing on stage, and it was like it was a big band, but somehow my buddy got us backstage passes.
Nice.
And the girl that showed up for my blind date was so insanely drunk that she fell over and almost knocked the drummer off his drum stand
Oh, gosh.
while the band was playing
That's
on
embarrassing.
stage.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
And the bouncer's like, "Do you know this girl?" And I'm like, "Nope." And they kicked her out. And I was like, "I'm done."
You stayed
I was
backstage.
I'm like, no. I mean, if somebody shows up for a first date falling down drunk, no.
People want to know why she said, "Why are we all like this?" They're like,
We're not.
"It's you."
It's you.
Yeah, I think she was looking for reasons not to be.
Yeah,
like,
there was
not-
underlying causes.
There was other things, but can I read this one text that we got? You can always text us too. Caribbean's text line, it's 37530. A guy on the first date kept referring to his roommate while talking. His roommate was his mom.
Oh.
He was 38, never lived anywhere but his parents'
What?
house.
That's
And he just kept saying his roommate,
Different.
referring to his. Yeah,
I
that
should
would
call
have
my
been
son and ask him, "Do you call your mom
your roommate.
but your son's not
your son-
38.
He's getting there.
Yeah, he's 25 or 6.
Yeah, and he's never lived, like he never lived on campus or anything?
Yeah, he did. I mean,
Oh,
went
he
to
did live on
college.
campus?
he's
Okay.
lived
For
away.
like 2 or 3 years, but he went
Yeah,
back
but
home.
that would be a.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah, what's the biggest ick you ever got from a date? Because they always say
And
you women know as soon as
yeah.
you see a guy, like that lady.
Mine's
4 hours.
really shallow though. Mine's about
fine.
what they wear.
Uh-huh.
Like that guy had a pink shirt that.
That wouldn't be a deal breaker. I'm just.
What was?
Mine is like if they don't have nice shoes. If they don't have
That's a lot
name
of
brand
women's.
shoes,
That's a
Hold
lot.
on, you love Crocs. You're full of crap.
but the thing is though, Kev, Crocs is a name brand. If you're going to Walmart and you're wearing like
the
knockoff Crocs.
Well, that's all.
Like
whole different
no,
level.
but if you're wearing
Box.
actual name brand shoes, stop it.
Where's the R at?
I
Never
said it
heard.
was shallow. Okay, I said it was shallow.
So you went out with a guy and he was wearing bad shoes.
He didn't. Yeah, I was like, what are these?
Or if they're
I
dress
just
shoes and you can't tell, like
Dress shoes, I don't mind, but like, why would you wear dress shoes with like shorts? You know what I mean? Like, there's a.
Well, people wear
Yeah, that's a
loafers with shorts.
juxtaposition that I
Loafers,
can't.
I'm okay with, but I would
With
hope
tall
that they were
socks?
going to be like nice looking loafers. It's just
What are those,
sneakers.
Hey
They have
Dudes
to
or what are
be
those things?
name
Oh,
brands.
gosh, Hey
the Hey
Dudes.
Dudes or the Sanooks.
What are
I
Hey
do like the
Dudes?
Sanooks.
What are
Hey
hey
dude.
dudes?
They're shoes.
There's-
They're like the.
But in what style?
They are.
you Google it real quick, you'll see.
They're like
I have an ick.
soft loafers. Irvin,
loafers.
what is your ick?
I went on a date one time and this guy was wearing thong sandals and I immediately was turned off.
Okay.
I hate
So that's not your thing.
thong
the
sandal.
thong flip flops. What if he was wearing like Birkenstocks that had the, Birkenstocks?
strap?
Yes, the straps. Would
Yeah,
that
that's,
have been?
that's a style shoe though. To me, a thong sandal is just like, oh, I'm gonna just slip these on.
Yeah, just giving up.
Nah, I'm lazy. I'm gonna just slip these on.
the amount of times my husband wears those and someone has commented on my Instagram pictures of him wearing flip flops.
Negative or
irks
positive?
People. No, it has never been a positive comment ever. Like someone was like, "Does your husband need recommendations on shoes?" And I was like, "Yeah, he does. My husband has like over 50 sneakers. I'm not going to allow him to not wear like name brand sneakers, but he just likes his flip flops, like that, like the thong flip flops.
You gotta love flip flops. I mean, we're in a hot climate.
Yeah.
But those are gross. Sticking between your toes. If you're talking about gross things, getting ringworm from that.
I have never.
Mark's not getting ringworm from his own sandals.
What the hell are you supposed to wear to the beach?
Yeah.
What do you wear to the beach?
What do you wear
He's
to
probably
the
that
beach?
guy who wears like sneakers with socks pulled all the way up to his knees when he goes down the beach.
Actually, a big idea. I can put little fake things in the socks. To make
You
it
could
look
wear your
like
Hey
calves.
Dudes to the beach or the.
I gotta find
your
those
Crocs
Hey Dudes,
to
though.
the
Hey
beach.
dudes, they're really easy
Did you
to
see the
slip
picture?
on. There's a certain individual that wears those, though. I try not to sit next to him on a plane.
Those are
Really?
ugly.
Yeah, I don't.
They are
I won't
very
go into
comfortable.
detail.
I had a pair. I had a Corona
That's
pair.
why I love
Hey Dudes.
on clouds because you can just slip your feet in and
Yeah.
out. Easy.
But those are
Laziness.
such
I'm like
dad
Sam.
shoes.
I don't want to tie my shoes
Yeah,
like
these
you.
shoes. No, I know. Mine
I
are
get-
high tops right now, and I still try not to tie.
I get so upset with Booster because he will wear my shoes, but then he won't untie them when he takes them off.
Good.
I'm like, you don't know. I need to.
Ruin you, Kevin.
Because that what it does is it stretches out the shoe.
That makes
if
it
you,
feel comfortable. It feels
No,
good.
I need it. I got wonky feet. I need to be able to tie them and put them back on properly.
Well, I would love to see your wonky foot in those thong shoes. How about that's really hot?
Well, I wear probably every day. I
You do?
probably
I've never seen you wear 'em.
No, when I get home, I usually change, to something a little more comfortable. And I'll put on those flip flops. I don't call them thong flip flops. It's so weird to
Can you
call
drive 'em?
thong flip flops.
Yeah, I've never heard it thong.
I don't like to drive in flip flops,
dangerous, I
but if
heard.
I'm going
It's
to the
dangerous.
beach, I probably would.
Do you have like a special, like one thong or one flip flop has got more padding?
Oh, I got lots of thongs like
yeah,
that.
he wears them all the time. Like, Kev, is
Orthopedic.
that yours or
Well,
mine?
Booster don't like me to wear his shoes because I'll flatten out one of them.
I'm sure you do. It's okay.
All right, coming up next, we've got a revenge update. It was from 2 weeks ago. Lucy and Spencer. You find out what it's about because I'll give you a little recap and then we'll get the update next on 104.1 KRBE.
Back to the Rule and Ryan Show.
All right, normally it's Celebrity Scoop brought to you by Taqueria Arandas. Don't forget, in just about 15 minutes, your first chance to say it for Sabrina. We gave you that phrase at 8 o'clock. Hopefully you were listening.
Yep, but we love to get updates. If you're ever on this show and we've had you on from it could be revenge, it could be just a topic we had. Always call the listener line and give us an update on what's going on in your world.
And that number is 713-278-VENT. So Lucy was on Revenge, I believe 2 weeks ago. I'll give you a little recap
Yes, I can't
as to
remember.
why she was on Revenge. Oh, here's like a 2-minute recap of her experience on Rule and Ryan's Revenge.
I want to get revenge on my ex-husband, Spencer. We co-parent our 10-year-old son. I've been fine with everything until Spencer started dating this trashy woman named Lynn. And she smokes, she drinks, she cusses. And my son came home the other day saying that there's no God. And Lynn told him that.
There's no God.
What?
And I've warned him, I don't want her near our son at all, ever.
Welcome to the Rule and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE. Spencer, thanks for joining us today.
What's going on?
You're not going to like this. We've got your ex-wife on the line right now.
Lucy, say hi to Spencer.
I want you to stop bringing our son around Lynn.
You can't tell me who I can date, okay? She's my future. I love that girl.
Spencer, Lucy told us that your son came home to her and said, hey, Lynn said there's no God.
She gets that way. She starts going off on tangents and stuff. She's never really serious.
Yeah, but you have to tell her as the parent that, hey, the child takes things very seriously, so careful what you're saying around the child because that's not an approved conversation.
Yeah, have you done that at least?
Yeah, well, look, I've told her not to talk about religion around my son. I've told her that I don't want her going into that.
Can you keep her from drinking around our son, or
It's just a glass of wine. It's no big deal.
are we counting the White Claws?
Those don't even count. You can't count White Claws.
I took matters into my own hands. I borrowed some money from my folks, and I hired a private investigator. And she's bad news. Let me just say, you're not the only one, and I refuse to let our son go around her.
What do you mean I'm not the only one?
You are one of many. She's not just dating you, and she's probably so deep on the White Claws she has no idea what day it is. So she's
I can't believe you're
definitely
saying that.
dating other people.
You're making this up.
Lucy, do you have any proof?
I do. I have photos. I've got a whole file. If you don't take me seriously, I will get a lawyer.
I find it hard to believe, but if you have photos, I'll take a look at the photos. But if that's the case, fine. I'll make sure she's never around our son.
All right, so is that what happened? Lucy did call the listener line. I was checking it this morning, and guess what? Here's what she had to say.
Hi, this is Lucy. and my ex-husband Spencer looked through the photos from the private investigator. He was more angry that I was right, it seems, and he did end up breaking up with Lynn, and he was taking me seriously. He didn't want to go the legal route to protect our son from being around that trashy woman. So thanks, guys. He broke up with her, and for now, we're a happy broken family.
Aw, I hate hearing that. You're not a broken family. You're not a broken family. You're not a broken family. The families come in all shapes, sizes, different forms.
I had a radio friend yesterday. She was on her show, and she was talking about she's divorced, got remarried, had 2 kids from her first marriage.
Okay.
And she was reading her daughter's diary. I don't know I can't remember if her daughter showed it to her or she was reading it.
Okay.
It was like 11 or 12.
She snooped.
And pretty much, I think she let her see it or something.
Okay.
And it was basically like, I wish my parents were still together.
Oh, that's so heartbreaking.
And like she said, to see it in writing,
it hurts.
Just killed her.
I'm sure.
It's like, but then I'm like, well, you just got to think. I mean, you guys weren't happy. You don't want your kids being around.
Because they're going to think that's
normal.
They're going to think that that's how normal couples react. I've told this story before when my daughter was 11, when we told her that we were getting divorced, and she said, "But and I said, look, we're not getting along." She goes, "But that's normal. That's how people are." And I was like, "Whoa,
that's normal."
This is my biggest failure in life. I went in the other room and just bawled my eyes out. I'm like, my God, I've failed as a parent. And, we all try our best. Nobody's perfect. And
it's hard.
It just kind of breaks my heart when I hear her say, "Oh, we're a broken family." You're not a broken family. It's just a different dynamic right now. You're doing your best. She cared enough for her to say, "Hey, I don't want you bringing this around my child."
Yeah, she wasn't doing it just to be a jerk. She was protecting her kid.
Not at all.
But then some guys feel like, and girls feel like the other one's putting their nose in their business.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I got divorced. I spent a lot of money to get divorced from you.
You can't tell me what to do anymore.
And now you're still trying to tell me what to do.
But when it comes to your children should always come first. Like, I would never put dating ahead of my child, like ever. Unfortunately, a lot of people do.
I'm just lucky that I got divorced when my son was 4.
He was 4.
He doesn't remember.
He can't really remember a time when you and your ex were together, can he?
No. Maybe a few times, but nothing really.
Yeah.
Maybe going to what's that castle thing? Oh, my, Medieval Times?
Medieval Times?
Dallas?
That sounds like something Kevin would do.
Kevin, have you been to one of those Medieval Times?
I have not ever been to one of those.
After you've been to the Renaissance,
much as you love the Ren Fest.
The Renaissance Festival versus Medieval Times, it's like night and day. This is entire, Renaissance Festival is like the Disney World of Renaissance. It is so big and there's so much to do. It's not just a jousting arena. There's way more.
Yeah,
Medieval Times like going to...
You'd like the jousting, wouldn't you? Don't they have jousting at Medieval Times?
That's all they do, though.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
You just get that piece of rotisserie chicken or whatever, that leg.
It's a turkey leg.
Yeah,
a turkey leg?
It's not rotisserie chicken.
I don't even know what
Really drumstick. You get that at the grocery
It doesn't look
store.
like a half, like it's quartered.
Okay.
Like a quarter, or is it a drumstick? I don't remember being a drumstick.
I thought it was a big old drumstick.
I thought it was like
what they have at
the
the rodeo, the turkey leg.
I didn't think it was a turkey leg, but maybe it was.
I don't know.
It was a
I've never been.
rotisserie
I just
chicken.
remember had to wear those stupid crowns.
Oh, you had to wear a crown?
I look like a mod doing his Burger King commercials. Which, by the way,
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Rula and Ryan Show on KRBE with what's going down in
By the way,
are we getting about on the streets? Or did it turn?
Tomorrow. It's so fun. So I I stuck with the classics, what I did last year. I showed festival goers and some randos in Austin pictures of you guys.
All right.
And they guess what you do. And just spoiler alert, nobody thinks you're a morning show radio star. Nobody.
Nobody.
So it's going to be fun.
Who got hit the hardest?
There's some, I don't want to play because they're a little mean. Ooh, Ryan.
Yeah, I saw the picture you guys showed. That was
Which one did you use?
It's like his headshot from, I guess, his Star Trek days.
Which way?
Star Trek days yesterday?
Wait, which one?
No. It's like
this is the one I sent you. Because I said everyone, you got 30 minutes to send me a photo. And I said a nice one. He had a suit on.
Yeah, I think it's that one, the red suit thing.
Let me.
Red suit. Oh, that's a Star Trek uniform.
Is it Santa Claus?
I think it's like a Star Trek uniform looking one.
Oh no!
It looks like a headshot from the 80s.
Let me see.
We had a
that's his real shirt.
That's a real.
Let me see.
That's his
real. Oh God, that is horrible.
That's what we had to deal with Ryan's douchey party every week. Every night.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
some 20-year-olds.
I just got divorced. I got to go out and check out chicks.
Oh, my God,
I
that is
can't
a
wait for
horrible
y'all to hear
picture,
what
yeah.
people say about that tomorrow.
Ryan's the best when we do photo shoots because he comes out with a wardrobe, a whole new person. And I'm like,
Yeah.
who is this guy?
That was horrible.
And he wore that because they had a Ferrari thing on it too.
That was like 15 years ago. That was horrible.
Oh, Ferrari. I would drive a Ferrari.
God, I don't even. It's not Ferrari.
There's something on there.
All right, so let's do one news story here. Walgreens plans to close about 1,200 locations over the next 3 years. They're trying to turn around their struggling business right now. They currently operate around 8,500 stores in the U.S. and a few thousand overseas. There's 749 Walgreens in Texas and about 210 in Houston.
Well, in Chicago, you go in, it'd be empty. People would be stealing.
Oh, really?
Or they'd be locking everything up. You couldn't get stuff.
Yeah.
I noticed the one on Jones
Do that at
Road
Walmart,
closed down.
too.
There's like, I've seen a few Walgreens stores that are vacant, and you can always tell when a new business has moved in what the old business was because they got a certain design.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many like Pizza Huts I've seen turned into like an Asian food restaurant? It's hilarious.
I
It's
miss
got
the
the
old
Pizza
Pizza
Hut
Hut.
roof.
The video games, sitting down, the little
The
personal
red-
pan pizza.
The red cups.
Yeah, the veiny cups.
What are veiny cups?
It's weird. They weren't like a smooth cup. It was like, felt like it had a veiny thing.
Ew. Can you
They
stop
definitely were
talking?
not smooth.
Just
I don't know
stop
about
talking.
veiny.
I am not going to Google that
I
because if
feel
I
like-
Google that, I'm
Look
going
up-
to get all sorts of
Look
bad
up Pizza
things.
Hut cups. And
I
you'll
see.
see.
I just thought they were textured.
That's what I'm saying. They were
Yeah.
They
just like
seem like they were,
bubbly
like-
textured. They
I think
weren't
textured,
what
not
you're,
veiny.
Yeah, what you're trying to say is just R-rated.
It was more
What do you mean? It's-
like gritty. It was like a grittier.
Yes. Ew. Can we stop?
What are you talking about?
Gritty is one thing. Using veiny is another.
Is that a bad word?
No, but it
What
just
do you
gives you a
think of when
visual.
you use?
When you hear veiny, you think
Like
of,
a veins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
what has veins?
Stop it. Say
It's
it
a red
for
cup.
Sabrina.
Say it for Sabrina is coming up
Purple.
next.
Stop. Okay.
Say it for Sabrina next.
Yeah, we'll be back. Stick around. Hope you were listening at 8 a.m. for the saying.